little owls. Welcome to today's stream. Hey, Aspar, and thank you very much. It's been a long time is going way too fast. I don't know. It's always feeling like everything was yesterday. Am I getting old? I already am old. That's the thing. So yeah, my software kind of said like I do not want to start, so I had to update it. So I have no idea if everything is crashing now. I tested nothing. So there we go. We're all old. We're old-timers. We're I don't know. We're on the old pile. But yeah, I think I'm not gonna stress myself too much today. Do a little bit of talking, probably do my Star Stable dailies, and I think that's about it. I'm not feeling like stressing myself with Sendless. I have been thinking about it, and if it feels like I have to do something, I triple do not want to do it. I don't know why. It is in my nature to rebel. And I don't know. Just chilling. The thing is, maybe it's just my personal feeling about this, but I have the feeling since recent times that games, like all over the place, doesn't matter which kind of game it is, have been trying to increase their like playtime by a lot. And I don't mean that in a friendly kind of how much you can play, how much worth you get for your buck kind of playtime, but I mean like you have to, like your daily time. I think I remember like a few years ago, for each game I would play that had dailies, I would use a maximum of like 5 to 10 minutes to do like events, dailies, and whatever you needed to do for like one day. But yesterday I started with these Sendless events that I still had to do, which is like 4 of them or something. And I did one of them halfway, not even fully finished. One of them halfway, like about 50%. Maybe it was 40, maybe it was 60, but like about halfway. And it took me 4 freaking hours. Like 4 hours. And that's not even like doing dailies in the game. That was before that. Or dailies in other games or whatever. Like 4 hours. And one of 4 events is halfway through. Like how the heck am I supposed to manage that? Like tiny event where you threw in like, let's say half an hour max. Every once a month. Fine. But like, holy, like each and every game, it doesn't matter which games, like games where you have to play like rounds, like PvP games, I see a lot of them like giving you more tasks or like more levels you need to complete to actually like get the stuff that you were getting just normally before. Like kind of like forcing the player, you know what I want to say? And the thing is, the more I am forced to do something, the less I want to do it, because I'm like oversaturated, if that makes any sense. Like if I sit around here and do nothing, and I haven't played long or much of a game in the last days, and I'm really liking the game's gameplay it gives me without forcing me, I'll be like, you know what? I feel in the mood to play this and that, and then I go and play an hour or something of that game. But if I'm sitting there thinking, what could I do? First of all, with all that going on, I don't have even a moment where I'm thinking, what do I do now? Because everything is like already filled out. But imagine I did. Like I have a free day suddenly, all of a sudden, okay. What do I do? The last game that I will log on is one that already tried to make me play for hours the day before. Just natural, because you're like, nah, I can't see that anymore. I need some distance. I'm oversaturated. Just can't take it. Like if a player is happy, they will play your game regardless. And like the people that are like overplay your game, they skip on sleep, they are absolutely obsessed, they'll spend like 24/7 with it because they have no job or something. you can't satisfy their amount of content anyway, so why try to force everybody to like do it? I think it's kind of like a marketing strategy. I get it. Kind of like, if a player invests X amount of hours into the game, they might get attached, and if they are attached, they will give us money. But for me, it kind of has the opposite effect. I want to play less because I'm already so stressed out, and then I'm unhappy with the game. And the more I am unhappy with the game, the less likely I am to ever give you money, even if I have some. Like, yeah. That's just my logic. Probably works on a lot of people. That's why they do it. I don't know, but it's just too much. But yeah, maybe it's because a lot of people are what I call like game hoppers. So they like play one game, quote unquote, full time. And as soon as another game comes around the corner that they are a slight bit more interested in, they completely abandon the old one and like hop on the new one. Only to do that again after the third game comes out or something. Maybe if that's the case for people, then that's easier because they only have one demanding game. But I'm not usually one of those like gamey hopper kind of people. If I like a game, I like to keep playing it, but like the games make it so hard for me to actually do that with enjoyment still. Like, not every game, but I'm noticing more and more that recently that is happening. Like this, they offering a service, they're bombarding you with events, they are trying to get your every bit of time that you're having in your free time into only that one game. And it's kind of funny when they do that, when they are like the ones hosting, talking about Hoyo specifically, if they're the ones hosting more than one game for you, now like the only thing you're doing is taking away from your other game. Like what's the deal? You're not gaining anything here. Like who can keep up with everything? Certainly not me. Maybe people with no real life. I'm not sure for who that is made, but me, I just have too much things to do. Like, what should I do? Skip sleep? Not cook or eat anymore? Not work? Don't do household chores? Live in a total mess? Like, yeah, I'm not getting it. Okay. I think I'm ranting too much about it. But yeah, that was my feeling that I gotten. I sat there halfway through the event yesterday in Senless after those 4 hours, and I was like, what am I even doing? And then I like stopped because my original plan was to play through it, but I already skipped on making dinner for the family, and everybody was complaining and me like, I just have to complete the event because I got no other time left to do it. And I was just sitting there like, what the hell am I even doing? This has to stop. That was my exact thought yesterday. And then, yeah, I gave up on completing the event and just behaved like a normal person, I'm guessing. That's why I hard kept myself to 2 gachas. Don't want to feel that responsibility for events and stuff. Want to do something because I want to do it. Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't have a problem having to do something that is like a little bit less interesting. If I generally enjoy the game, and like it's more positive, like imagine it's a scale, and I put a little tiny weight on the negative side, it's not that bad. But if I like just put weights on the negative side, and then I have like a tiny or nothing at all at the positive side, like that's what I'm currently feeling for a lot of games that I recently started. Even though they have potential to be good in some way, they just don't feel like that anymore. Like, especially Senless and Withering Waves, I think are on the chopping block for me. Actually, they kind of already are because I'm just letting the resin equivalent, whatever it is. I can't keep up with the names. Run full and everything. So I think they're gonna end on the chopping block. I just can't do this. Like, even if the core principle doesn't annoy me too much, is especially like in Zenless, I just can't keep up. And like main quests are also getting like too long to keep up with everything. Star Rail would be on the chopping block if I couldn't do it like auto. If I couldn't do dailies auto, it would definitely be on the chopping block. Story-wise, currently, I still haven't played through the monkey thing because I just don't want to. And I'm thinking about completely skipping it. Because I read up on it this morning after we talked about it. And I was reading that you do not have to play the quest to like continue with all the other quests. Like, it's optional. Completely. So it doesn't block anything if you don't do it. So that's what I might be doing, and I give the story more of a chance when the patch hits, seeing how the new story is, because like Penacony wasn't really to my taste. I'm gonna have to admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of Penacony's story, like no matter what aspect, like didn't like it too much. I'll see if I like the story more there again. Yeah, that's the plan currently. But I think I'm gonna skip on endgame that I cannot auto. So probably everything like I depending on mode, yeah, like in fiction I'll skip on 3 and 4, and like in Mach I'll skip on what is it? Like the last 2 stages, and in As I skip also 3 and 4 or whatever it is. And just to send in one team, auto, see what I get that minimum stuff, maybe, and be done with it. So that, I guess, leaves Genshin as the only game I'll actually, like, leave on fully, because actually the exploration doesn't bother me too much. It's actually quite relaxing to do some exploration, like in Overworld. Unlike, like in Wuthering Waves, the world kind of seems too empty. I'm not enjoying it there. I don't know why. It just feels weird running around there, Overworld. I don't know why. But yeah, and the only thing that bothers me sometimes is like dumb PvP events, for one. And like the story is getting way too long. Way too long. I wish they would make smaller stories, like 2 hours maximum, like not like 6 or 8 hours. Like that's too much at once. And I'm also not a person to like play a quest like halfway through and then stop it. It also really dumb. So that is my hopes, that they make it a little shorter, but I don't know. I mean, enjoyed exploration so much. Even using the Saurians. I don't know. I need to find out who hasn't Genshin ever. Yeah, like I'm actually enjoying the exploration. And I must say that also I didn't find too much time to do so because other things have kept me too much going. But also things like watching a movie. I cannot remember the last time I actually watched a movie. Or, believe it or not, I think it's been about 8 months since I last touched my Switch and did something there. Like, what the hell happened? You know, I did that a lot before. Like, oopsie daisy. And I play like a few games other than gacha games too, but most of the time I'm playing that with families. So it is never like about the game itself, and more about like co-oping with family member, like having a family day or something. So it's been a long time since I like just sat there by myself playing something cozy that I like, not being bothered by any timers or whatever. Switch party games. I'm not big on party games for the Switch, but I do love like Animal Crossing kind of deal, if that makes sense. And I would say Pokemon, but not the newest one. The newest one I did not enjoy at all. If it's even, I think it's still the newest one, right? So yeah, that was I got it and I played it co-op together, but it just didn't like it at all. Wasn't my cup of tea. Don't know. Too little um too little customization. I like my Pokemon games. My favorite I think was like X and Y because it had the most like customization. I just love fashion, okay. I guess I like dressing up in Pokemon and having cute Pokemon. It's not necessarily the combat that I like or anything. ROM hacks. The thing with the old Pokemon is you kind of can tell their age. I'm not a very classic game person. Like I like things like modern. Also, they have even less customization. You can pick between male and female if you're lucky. That's about it. Yeah, I really need to complete Temtem at some point, maybe, because that has a little bit more customization, and it's actually really fun. I haven't completed all the islands there yet, but the thing is, it took forever to actually get currency to get like customization, since it's technically an online game, but they want to make money of you, so... But they changed their monetization, so they are no longer that. So maybe it's more fun now. I'll need to test. Like, it wouldn't have been so hard for the new Pokemon to just be good. I can overlook that it actually looks super bad. Yeah. Like, optical really, really bad. That hurts me already, but I could overlook that if they would have put a lot of customization in terms of clothing and like getting your like little style cards and everything. That's things that I always enjoyed. Everything else just tiny little optional things for me. My desk moved. I don't know how that happened. I need to put in effort, which is hard for them. I think like they could have just simply copy pasted everything from the game before. Made, I don't know, 50 more outfit items on top of it, and like it did a little bit more story in a new area. Like they didn't have to like completely make it anew. And this way it's a step backward. I don't know. Yeah, different enough is also good. But yeah, as I said, it just didn't have anything to spike my interest. But yeah, when we're on the topic of that, what was the other game called with pets in the wider sense? Wasn't it like, yeah, Pal World? I tried that one once, and it's just too much just Minecraft mixed with fighting, and it wasn't like relaxing at all in my opinion. It was too much stress, and like, haha, we let the pals work for us is funny for 5 minutes, and then it gets super old, honestly. Cassette piece. That more is more Pokemon-ish. Because it sounds like it. Yeah, as I said, I'm not big into the whole, like, monster fighting aspect. So technically that for me is, like, I don't care about it. I have, like, a weird history with, like, Pokemon games. Just wishlist, I forgot. I sometimes do that with 1 or 2 games. And sometimes I'm going back to my wishlist, like, regularly, and I look through it. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And I'm Googling it, and I'm getting old images, and I'm like, oh, I remember from that trailer. And then they turned into something completely different. Like, 180-degree, completely other game. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. I mean, good for you. It's definitely not my cup of tea. But a lot of people like it, apparently, so. Good for them. Good they making buck. Oh, I already got my game started, but now it crashed. So much for being prepared. You mean last year? I mean, it's a new year. Never forget. We're already 2 weeks in. And I definitely did not have to look at my calendar to check which day we were at. I mean, it's fine. Game of the Year is kind of like having weird start and end dates for like qualifying anyway, isn't that? I'm not really like very knowledgeable, but I think they are not having January like as like starting point as far as I remember, because like the ceremony is like on a completely different date, so it must be. Otherwise, some would be excluded forever, just because they come in like in the last months after. So you belong neither here nor there anymore. If that makes any sense. Honestly, I'm not a very big fan of all these like awards and like game shows. The only thing good from them is like some games giving out codes because of them, and sometimes new stuff is announced that is like kind of interesting, but most of the time most stuff there is like meh. Where's the interesting stuff? Like out of the 200 things that you're showing, where's the like 3 things worth sticking around for? They are like big money making events, I'm thinking. Like basically one big ad block that they're put in there that you have to watch. And people like watching, I'm guessing. You know, normally people do not like watching ads. Huh. It's really a difficult thing. May just be no, I'm starting to get with. Oh, it may just be my old ass talking. Yes, Granny speaking. But I am not trusting like any promotional trailers I'm seeing anymore. Anyways, I'm waiting until game release and then I see footage. Maybe even a demo where I can try things out, because I've been disappointed one too many times recently. I don't know. Trailers are too pumped up. Like, too presenting of, like, ideas and not, like, the actual game itself. It's been like that forever, though, so can't say that's, like, a new development of the last 2 years or something. But maybe it's just something I noticed recently. Like, my English word, my trust in certain companies has like completely vanished. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay. I will try to relaunch my game. Let's see if it sticks around this time. And then we'll do just some daily point farming. Oh, he sees crash. Start game and also confuse the camera with a glass in front of it and everything freaks out. I just wanted to drink my cold water with ice cubes in it. I'm guessing that reflects the light a bit too much. And everything is going bonkers. Okay. Okay, game. Start. Now I just need to switch to it somehow. Did it do something? Except lag. I can see that it lags. I think I see sound in the OBS, but no picture. Oh, great. More technical issues. If I didn't have enough of those already when I started. Give me a second. Must be a way to fix this. Why not? Why is it not showing? Now we have picture. Okay, now I need to change the category though. So to stop the picture for a second. I'm sorry. Mismanagement. At least that's working by now. It wasn't before. No, don't explode. Still working? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Should I leave the music on? I'm guessing. It's not like the hoof clamping is too interesting. So we just leave it in. Leave it, yeah. Just chilling a bit. Yeah, we can keep talking though. As I said, not too interesting. I'm just doing a few dailies. Not too much. That weird time where it's still winter time, so we're having snow, but no Christmas update anymore, so it's just snow and nothing else. No, I guess it's that way in real life too. The thing is, we had such cold weather and frost these days. We have been having a thick ice plate in front of the home, and it just doesn't want to melt. I'm actually really happy whenever there's like fresh snow on top of it, because it's really slippery, and while going to get groceries 1 or 2 times, I almost like fell on my butt. I think I said it already once, but where I'm now living, like it's very like on the outside, and we actually do not have like a city kind environment anymore, where like most homes are like built so close together that they are like warming, as I said, like keeping themselves in like a smog cloud of warmth. But like we're allowed on the outskirts. Sounds like we have been banished. And with that, it's I'm noticing it's colder. Actually, there's more freezing, or maybe it's just because like altitude-wise, I think I'm now higher than I was before all of this. Probably both contributing. But yeah, I've never seen so much like completely frozen over grass and stones and street ever. I'm hoping that goes away soon though, but we're still having winter, so my hopes are not very high on that one. I think usually it takes until March or something to get better, right? Unless we have like a really strange kind of winter. But like usually it's like super cold for at least still January and most of February too. Well, yeah, I won't complain. Like with the right shoes, oh god, look into chat and doing that at the same time is not easy. Depending on the shoes, it is manageable, and you can use like that like salt stuff to make it like less slippery. If you have it. At the moment, I'm not, because I'm trying to save on money, and well, it's not the most expensive stuff. If I don't need it, I'm currently leaving it out of my life, just to like save on stuff. I still haven't gotten a English word. Come on, brain. No, I'm not taking my phone and Googling what the word is. Don't you dare think I'm doing that. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm doing it. Give me a second. I am not in a good brain, yeah, my phone's not loading. I'm not in a good place in remembering words that I never use in English. Is it just that? That was simpler than I thought. I was there was a special word for it. Apparently there isn't. And it's just watering can. I thought there was a specific word. Oh, doesn't matter. I still haven't gotten a watering can for plants yet in my home. At the moment, whenever I want to water the plants, I'm just using... I'm just using a simple cup, like just a cup, like you would use for your own water, and I just take that and water the plant with it. It works. Sometimes it makes a mess though. It kind of like one of the plants is a little grown out already, and sometimes you can't properly get in, so it kind of sips out. And then you have like a wet window seal. It's not the best solution, but what can you do? At the moment I can live without, so I will. That's just like tiny things that are like on my mind recently. But yeah, at least I got my goal of living on my own, so technically I should not complain. But you know me, I always will complain about something at the very least. I was not wanting to make a photo of you, just... Thank you. I would be prouder of myself if I didn't have to, like, get into, like, financial problems over it so much. Like, if I managed better. But I think I talked about that topic enough that there was, like, a little bit of extra spending that wasn't in my control. And I did not know beforehand. And... well, life is as it is. And now I'm like 25k shorter than what I already wanted to be. I was already going to be in the red with like all my money gone for getting the place here, but like I didn't expect like such a big extra amount. I really thought I thought of everything, but apparently I missed like one tiny detail, or more like 2 details. Oh yeah, I'll live. I have enough food, I think, and enough to cover bills so I don't lose anything. But I have to cut everything short, which is kind of pressing my mood a little bit if you can't tell. Yeah, also personal problems. Problems in the family with like health are also not very pretty. Like, it's just a dumb time. Do you know like what you say? Like, last year was absolute shit. I hope this year's gonna get better. But then you're thinking like, that's what I said last year. We'll see how it goes. And you always have to believe. At least about like halfway through, be like, yeah, it's gonna get better. This year's gonna be amazing. Then your hopes kind of dwindling, and then when you're approaching about like October, maybe November, you're like, somehow I don't think this year's gonna be good. Actually, it's been quite bad. But hey, it can't get any worse than this. And then it's New Year, and then the next year starts, and you're like, oh, damn it. I thought I was right about that. But apparently, I wasn't. Well, at some point, we have to get to a place where we can sink further down. So, that's at least my hope. But maybe there's just an infinite pit of misery. And that's the way it is. We'll have to find out and distract us with nice things for the time being. Yeah. I can never get over how small Arabian horses are, or how small they feel at the very least. Like, this baby is tiny. Super tiny. Maybe I'm also just too big. Could also be. I don't want to say that's not the case. But somehow the horse seems really small. Oops, I didn't want to open shop. I just wanted to get the quest done. Yeah, I need to drink more water. Give me a second. I had such a long pause from streaming. My throat is not used to talking so much anymore. Okay, that's better. Talk less. Zipper. Huh? Okay, I'll try. But it's not easy. If there's like dead air, I always get nervous. Maybe that's like the big thing why my throat is having so much problem. It's because usually my day-to-day life is like basically like I'm mute. I'm not saying much. I'm really not saying much. And then suddenly I'm streaming and I'm talking so much. And then I'm saying nothing, like, again, for, like, at least a day. You know? Like, the stark contrast may be a problem. This ain't a hyperactive Let's Play. It's nothing, I know. And that's kind of what I came to realize. It's neither a hyperactive Let's Play nor like some cozy casual thing, because I can't do cozy casual. I don't know. I just don't have the feel good with me personality for that, I think. I mean, I can feel cozy. But I'm not good at making others feel cozy or something. Just not my what do you say? TikTok, my brain. It's not my forte. Not my best. I don't even know what my best is. I just exist. I'm trying not to think much about anything. And now the music is conflicting with the music. Now I can't concentrate on neither. Oh, that's fine, I guess. Ba-ba-da. Very nice. I didn't even pay attention if we're already finished. Doesn't matter. We just continue on. But this and maybe this circus races too. That I definitely should be done with that. I also have not played any like big quest or event in here since last time I played. I just did not have the time. There was too much to do. Like, not here, but everywhere else. I have this playlist so long, I kind of know every song in and out, even though they're like not necessarily my cup of tea. But I heard them so much already. And by the way, I'm still having problems with these songs. Like, when I upload into the archive, I'm still getting claims on the videos, even though it is free to use music. So I don't know. I don't think that will ever be solved again. And I kind of given up on like writing reports myself, because it's a lot of extra work that doesn't give me anything. It's not like I monetize anything anyway, so. Must be a copyright troll, yeah. Problem is, as a small person, what are you supposed to do against it? Nothing. Like, Genshin Hoyo copyrights nothing, but someone keeps copywriting Farina music. Yeah, the problem is a lot of times, even if you do something against it, be it you as a small creator or like even a big uploader, by the time you've done so, if actually something of worth is on your channel, which in my case it's not, so I don't get why they do this for me, but I think it's just an automated bot doing it, so it's just getting me by accident. If you're actually a channel where they can grab something, by the time you've dealt with the necessary things to like get this over with, they already have stolen so much in worth that they are happy. Like, they steal just a little bit of ad money from all the people that actually make ad money. And that is enough for them to do this. I wish the system was built in a different way. But we can't change it. Ada Mia, thank you for the hydrate. I'll hydrate in just a second. I'll hydrate all the way anyway today. I'm not stopping. Just hydrate the stream. But it's necessary. Hello, how you doing? No, how are you doing? I'm a little depressy today. I'm the usual. I don't know. It's just a lot happening, and I don't know. Evil. I mean, hydrating can never be evil, right? Well, I mean, technically at some point, yes. But, like, general. Why? Life? I don't know. Overstimulated, bored at the same time, bad things happen in IRL, I don't know. Realization that things will not work out, everything. It's just everything. I don't know. Everything at once. Same seas. Well, at least I'm not alone. We can sulk in the corner together. Yeah, health is also not too good. My throat's still not better. Probably also never will. Because doctors were like, shrug. No idea. Buys. Shouldn't look into chat. Running into flames. Had to take Sunday to reflect on everything. Yeah, I reflected a lot recently too. Just sitting there and reflecting on how things are going wrong and I need to change stuff. And that's what I'm planning to do, but things are not like easy. Especially most things that are like depressing are things that you can't do anything about. It's not like you can go out and like, oh, I'll change this fact or that fact. Because you simply cannot. You can just watch and be like, I hope it gets better. If I could do something, I would, but I cannot. There's just some things that are out of your hands. Unless you're, I don't know. You're suddenly a god, I don't know. Okay, I technically did my dailies, but I feel like riding up to the woods and collecting a little bit of light points. Just because I feel like it. Yeah, out of our hands. You can just watch, like the bystander in your own life, and you're like, okay. Sometimes things just have to be the way they are. Always forget how long a ride this is. You're still on that? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mia. I'm doing a little better. I'm not losing my place, but I kind of have to cut down on everything else because of it. So it's beyond the point of being able to like save it still. Do you already know what you will do if that's the case? Like where you will go? Do you have a plan? looking for rentals. I hope it's not the same way it's around here. Because around here, nobody can afford any rental. It's just too dang high. Too depressed thing. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. Since when is there a map here? Mom's deposit. Yeah. The only thing you can hope that you'll find something on time, because other than that, you're kind of like out of luck, which is really stinky. Oh god, we can't see anything here. I think I might turn the snow off, because otherwise I'm not seeing any of these. I want to sell my kidney, but I don't know how. I have no experience in this, because I think people might not want my kidney. My kidney is just like... everything on me is not healthy, so people are always like, oh, stay away from me. They didn't even want my blood at the blood bank. They were like, nah, we don't want that filth. Go away. I'm like, okay, I just wanted to help. Yeah, if you're taking too much medicine, everybody's always like, nah, stay away from me. I'm like, okay. Okay. Sick people thing. Yeah. I was just trying to stay alive. Thank you. I felt so dumb there. Because it was like an event to give blood, and I went there. There were a lot of people there, and normally they should do things like that discreetly, but they had like the door wide open and loudly announced like, nah, we don't take your blood because blah, 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 laying out my sicknesses loudly to the whole area to hear. And I walk out. Everybody's looking at me like, embarrassing. I don't know. They don't care. They're like... yeah, I know that's fucked up. The only time I ever went to whatever it is called, where you give blood, I didn't try again because why would I? They'd sent me out again. Ah, you did not want my blood either, believe me. I think it would kill you, so... It is a little bit frustrating to know that should somebody be on the brink of death, that I could not save anybody because my blood would only make it worse. Yay! Happiness. Give me... I just collect a little bit. I'd be fangirling. Nah, you wouldn't. You're only fangirling over the model. You don't forget I'm not looking like this, IRL. I'm old and ugly. Leave me be. But it's okay. It is totally okay. I am the way I am and I cannot change it. I mean, probably could if you had a lot of money, but that's not the point. Why are these always running around in a circle? I don't get it. No. I was just getting the other one. Okay, where the heck did it go to? Because I'm not seeing it anymore. Aww. We hang in together. I'm too shy of a girl to hang with anybody. Wait, it went back to the beginning? That's not fair. I'm just hanging in my room. Doors closed all day. This is the most you're getting of me. Be happy with what you have. And the occasional time I'm going to get groceries. You know, like a vampire out in the sun. I'm like hissing and like, real life, go away. I'm not wanting to. Technically, if I had more money, I could get groceries online because you can now order them. But it costs almost double if you order them, other than when you get them yourself, like in the supermarket. So steal when you're out? Nah, not stealing. I am an honest person. Sadly, most of the time, a little too honest. And too by the book. I still... No, I'm not to be stolen. I know somebody that will be very, very upset in that case. I'm already taken. Yes. We would have somebody crying on the floor. That's what would happen. Technically, I should be happy when these pop because they give more points, but they annoy me so much. No, the other... I'll watch you. Okay, it is at the stump. We borrow for some time. I don't think he would agree. He's already complaining when I'm driving to go to my family. I'm taking up too much time, and he always coming with, so I don't take too long. I also hate being out of the house. I just don't know why. World outside is dangerous. World outside is unfriendly. And boring somehow, too. Your family not good to you. Who says that? I mean... It's at least average. That's why he doesn't like... I mean... Maybe he's the evil one. 'Cause they hate him, so I don't know. Nobody's bad in any way. He just can't sit still for a long time. You know what I mean? That's why he hates just sitting still there and talking. He knows that I don't like it too, but normally I'm like a very behaving person. Like when I am a guest somewhere, I am not like, okay, now I'm going. I'm like, I'm sitting there even if I don't want to and try to do conversation. He's more like, if I don't like it, I don't like it, and then I leave kind of person. Also, like, at the doctor's when you have to wait, I'm also like a person, well, if it takes 2 hours to get to the, well, get to be seen by the doctor, then it takes 2 hours. And I'm sitting there, I'm not moving, I'm just blank staring at the ceiling, be like, I'm waiting. He's the kind of person to go and complain at the desk that it takes so long because he has seen 2 other people that came after me but were taken in before me, and then he goes heavy complain, which I wouldn't. I just take it with a smile. I'm like, okay. I noticed too that the other people are treated better at the doctor, but I wouldn't be one to complain because I'm too shy to complain. And yeah, family is not treating me bad either. It's just that most of the time, a lot of the family doesn't have like the same interests as me, so I can't really chime into what is being talked about, so it's really boring to hang sometime. or complicated. Do you know that when you go to your family and somebody talks about things that are like embarrassing to you or go against your worldview and you just sit there and be like, I don't know these people. That is what is happening. It's not that bad if you're like one-on-one with somebody. But if like all of them come together, there's always like one or two people that like start with topics that are like, you know what I mean. Somebody's picking the racist card. Somebody's talking mad about other subjects that they shouldn't talk about in that way. Or they complain about your hobbies that they're shit. They complain about what you do for a living that they don't like it because it's not what they want. Things like that, you know. Like old person not understanding your kind of things. The kind of, we just want you to be happier, but you're like, yeah, but I wouldn't be happy working as a doctor or, I don't know, being successful somewhere or doing the same thing that you guys did or... If that makes any sense. I'm blabbering way too much today. Weren't there 2 races that I should do for light here? I'll do that. Somehow my inventory looks absolutely chaotic. Okay, where was that? I think it wasn't that, but the one above it. But we can technically do that one too already here. Nah, we had that at some point. That joke is already old. Also, it's not me. It's them. Don't you have people like that in your family? Stamped. So yeah. My family sometimes has like not safe opinions on things, especially when they're mad about something. Always somebody else is the one that's at fault and not themselves. So sometimes it ends in like me just sitting there and ignoring that they exist. Even if all other aspects are like totally fine, it kind of ends like that. And mostly the old people. The older people are, the more fucked up their opinions are most of the time. What the heck is Autobot doing? Yeah, that's... Oops. I closed the game. Da, da, da. Yeah, these aren't about, but most of my country is all the east. For me, it's like... It's... 3... people at least that are like always at family gatherings that are like not safe to be around with these topics, and one person that's always chiming in because they are like they are having the upper no what's the word, they have the number advantage, so that person just joins in because they are more. And I'm just sitting there and thinking, I want to go home. Here we go. Where's the stamp? Oh, up there. My mom's like, you're getting 40, your brother 40, is this a 20? Since she's a woman. Oh, I know people like that. I know that, yeah. I can totally understand. For me, sometimes things are like... more on a personal level. It's like... your sister is getting this, your brother is getting this, and you get nothing because you're not sharing our opinions and such. But if we want help, we ask you for help anyway and expect you to help us. And guess who's the only one coming to help? And still disrespected. I'm so dumb. I should really stop with that. Okay, where's the other raise? Oh, I didn't even give in this one. I am totally out of my mind right now. I'm just running around and blabbering all day. You know how it is. Parents have favorites. Their reasons are their reasons, but technically you shouldn't have them. Okay, I'll put in the raise. Always forget that that's like a... you need to get to the last stomp and then back. No, religion, but yeah, that is like even more dumb. Like all of that is dumb. I am not a person to want ever have children, honestly. But if I were, I would have to treat them all equally, no matter what. That is only fair, right? You can't have bias based on religion or how they look or what their hobbies are, how much you like them. Like, should all be equal. In my book, but yeah, who am I? I can call myself very lucky that my parents are not very religious. Even though my mother liked to keep up a sense of, yes, I am, even though she isn't, back in the day. Oops. Didn't see that. There we go. Gather all fireflies. Yeah, and I can give my sister 40 since I'm living at a place that's paid off. I mean... I don't get it either. Sometimes things don't really make sense. Do I have all the fireflies now? I think I don't even need them all. Sometimes it doesn't need to make sense. In their head, it makes sense for... oh, wrong direction. It needs to make sense for them, apparently. That's all that counts. 2 old values. I wonder if when we go forward, things are gonna get better, but I see a lot of people of the younger generation, no, I sound old again, have absolutely no moral value, like, whatsoever. Like, no obligation to anything. So I don't think it's gonna get better. It's just gonna get a different kind of shitty. If that makes sense. Like, just as bad, just in a different way. It's things like these that make me kind of sad. But yeah, that's one of the things we can check off on things you can never change. Or health problems, for example. You cannot do anything about these. Oops. There. The heck? Where is it going? And why is it so fast? No, 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 no. Stay. What are you doing? I knew you were gonna pull one on me. That one was like infinite amounts of fast. Yeah, but those stuff really come up. If it did, I think I'd have a very strained relationship with my family. Yeah, yeah. I kind of get it. As I said, it's not bad. As much as I complain, I don't think it's bad in any way. Neither family nor boyfriend is bad in any kind of way, or in any very serious bad kind of way, I think. If anything, everything's on me. I am the weirdo here. In every sort of way. But that's okay. I have acknowledged by now that I am weird. I can live with that. Now I just need to get the rest of the world to accept it. Okay. When I have this race done, I think we have collected enough stuff for one day. Da, da. Also, I have no idea how much I have. 890. Technically, I could skill 1 point or 2. Nah, probably just 1. I think they cost 500 each, the thing that I want to get next. But I'm just too lazy to do this, like... I do this once in a blue moon. And that's why I'm not getting anywhere. Even though technically... I could do this for dailies instead of the races. But unless I'm having time to burn and to think and to relax like right now. Normally when I want to do my dailies quickly, it's just way faster to do the races because it takes like, what, 10 minutes. And this, as you can see, like, unlike this race here is different, but like these small fireflies here, collecting them when I'm not in the race gives 1 point for the daily, whereas the races, wait, I'll show you in a second, they give way more. Like when we're like going over one here, see, 1 point, 1 singular point for each of them. So a lot of running around to catch a few of those. Also, I think I catch really a lot of them because I don't see any. Or here, another point. And another point. Even when there are many, it's just like 1 point per dot, as you can see. And when we compare this, let me get my rewards first. When we compare it to this, the first 1 to 4 activities or races, for example, give 100 points each. Then 5 to 8 gives 80 still. 9 to 12 gives 60. And everything past 12 gives 10 points. It's just so much faster doing that instead of like collecting the tiny thingies here. Maybe that's just me. And that resets daily. I think the races is faster. Hey there, Rashuan. I'm still not famous and never will be, but hello. I think you can just look up in the server. Oh, I tapped out. No, it doesn't matter. There should be something in... Yeah, looking off topic and zoom a little bit higher up. There should be something. Da, da, da. So yeah, collecting each one of these just take too long for me for like daily points. Because they give only 1 point. Compare that with activities, even though the big wisps give also activity points. As you can see, it's not that many wisps. So I would have to find over 12 wisps, which is a lot. How you doing? I'm a little down today. Don't want to repeat myself, but yeah. I'm in the depressed mood. I think it's not only today, it's just recently. Winning? Never. I'm always losing. I'm in a constant state of losing. At everything. I think. Trying to starve off the depression. Yeah, nicer way to put it, but that about sums it up. Oh. I didn't even turn in the quest. What is I am totally out of focus, as you can see. I am so out of focus. I'm gonna do the race up there, and then we call it quits with the running around and the stabling and. Then I already think I've done enough here. Maybe talk a little bit more. As I said, I wanted to do it slow and a little shorter today, maybe. I'm keeping myself to that. My throat is also not too happy. Just don't be depressed. Yeah, if it were that easy. If you ever figure out on how to do that, then let me know. Oh, not in the middle of a race. Bye-bye, wisp that I'm never going to collect now. That's just so unfair. I wish they couldn't spawn while you were in a race. Because this way, I just have to give up on the wisp. Or on the race. Either. And neither is good. It doesn't matter. Don't have a specific goal for today, so I can just let the wisp go. Maybe go back to the big stone thingy and look at the skull tree if I can afford one. I rarely hear this track. Either it's never coming up in the playlist, or it's just not memorable enough. Doesn't ring a bell. Okay, we're a little bit away from 12. That's fine. I have a lot of stuff that I would need to put in the bank anyway. If there is a bank here, I think there is. There? That kind of looks like one. Put that in here. I have no idea what the phones are for, but I just keep them in here. And this. Just everything goes into my bank. I don't really care. Wait, technically these I can also put away. It's not winter anymore. There we go. All nice. Just realized this is the zebra. What do you mean it's a zebra? That's not a zebra. It's just a very fancy Arabian with stripes. It is not. No, it's not. It's just a magic Arabian that has a... That's like the normal code. But it's the only Arabian that I really did like. Because normally Arabians are like not my thing. Like too tiny, tail is a little weird. And most of the time I think they're too muscular on the skin. You can still see it here, like how muscular the Arabians like look. But thanks to this, you kind of don't notice it that much. And she looks just fabulous. Just way better. Yeah. The moment it released, I was like, oh, I really like that. But then I was like self-doubting and I was like, you probably just want it because it's new and fancy. Wait until you've seen newly released Arabians. I'm sure you'll like one of these. And then time passed, and time passed, and time passed, and even more time passed. I think 2 years passed. And I still did not like any other Arabian horse. So this year I was finally like, it's the time. It's time to get it. I given up hope on ever liking another color variation on this horse. So I got this one. Da, da, da. Yeah, it certainly is. What did I want to skull? I think I wanted to skull this stuff here. Where you get points from collecting herbs and stuff. I think that is good because there's a lot of it on the map. And this one. And then I think I'm out of points, yeah. I want to get the other 3 too. Maybe if I find another day to like collect a few points that I get these 3 here. Because it's really helpful to get an extra point back whenever you like collect herbs. Because as you just saw with my back, you just collect a lot of herbs like on accident by riding through stuff. Just pressing E without like thinking too much of it. And I'm... Yeah, stop the urge collecting more. So I think that's a good investment. I'll get these because they're easy to get. So yeah, I think those are like good points to be placed in. And it's not like I want anything specific from here. It's not like I want the specific horses you can get here. I don't know if you can see them somewhere here or if they are not on the preview here. I think you can't preview them unless you have the reputation to already get them. But yeah, basically there's like, I think 4 different horses you can purchase here. And I'm not interested in either, so... That's good for me, because if I were, I would have to, like, level a certain path in the tree to unlock them. And then I would have to do that first before I do anything else. But I don't, so I don't have, like, a rush on anything that I do. I can just chill and do whatever. Just level this up very slowly. Oh, I don't want to intrude on that. Okay, I'm logging out here. Because then I can do these stable dailies whenever I come online the next time. I think that sounds like an idea. Also, turn the snow back on. I don't know, but when I'm collecting those wisp thingies, I never want to have the snow on. Because it's so hard to see bright green light on this white, like, background. It's just faint glimmer on the snow, and that's really bad. Like, that's why I like to deactivate it. Like the December stream, I couldn't see it. Yeah. Like, the thing is, I do like the snow, especially the one that's, like, super deep, where you can make, like, figures in the snow if you wanted to and everything. Do we have deeper snow here? Maybe out there. Yeah, here. Ow. See, like that? I do like that, where you can make, like, these tracks here. That is really nice. And I like it in general, but I just don't like it in these woods here for collecting points. Because as I said, contrast is super bad. Look, that is a firefly in snow. Like, can you see anything? Yeah, you can see them, but it's super bad on the eye. But if I turn it off, it's way better. It's funny, because now it's green on green. So technically, speaking of experience, green on green should be worse than green is on white, but it's not. It's about contrast in brightness, I think, because this is bright on bright, and this is bright on dark. You know? So, yeah, that's why I like to... That's why I like to keep the snow settings off here. Even though normally I'm kind of a big fan of them, but for the collecting the tiny light thingies, I'm not. It's good that we have a button though, so if we don't want it, we can turn it off, and if we want it, we can turn it on while it's winter. I think that's a good feature. Yeah, I wish they had even more, like, specific, season-based changes that you can toggle with the button there. Like if you had, like, for example, in autumn, they could have, like, a different color of, like, grass and leaves and stuff. Stuff like that. That is not only winter. Like, at some point, they had it in without a button. That was in the very beginning of the game. And then when they reworked most area, when they made things new and, like, changed the game up to be, like, a little more modern, they didn't have the snow in at all anymore around winter time. And people got really sad about it somehow. Me too, because... I don't know, there's something about, especially around Christmas time, when you're logging into the game and, like, the whole world of the game that you usually know in a whole different color just got white. And I was really sad when it was taken out of the game, because it gave, like, a structure, like a seasonal structure to it. But I also could understand that some people were not a big fan of, like, the game suddenly changing because they are playing in a different month. And therefore, I think this is the best solution. They brought it back, even improved, like, optically everything. And they gave the ability to toggle so everybody can like make their own decision on how long they want to keep snow, if they want to end it early or if they want to keep it the whole way it is intended, which is mostly I think until the end of January maybe. I don't actually. I think it's different every year. I can't really say when it's gonna end. Somewhere when winter ends. But yeah. Also, tomorrow there's gonna be new horses coming. But I don't think I will get them because I overspent on Christmas, as I said. I only have... Oh, nobody's seen it. But I only have 3,595 coins left. So... So, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to afford it because I think most of the time when there's a new horse coming, new horses are priced at just around, depending on how much animations it has. And I think this one has a lot. It's the Criollo horse. I think new ones are priced at just under 1,000 coins. And while I could technically get one, I have like enough coins. I'm unsure on if I need them for the future, so technically I wanted to save, but I'll see, depending on. Maybe it's just so cute that I can't resist, and then you see me with 1,000 coins less, and I'm like, I made a mistake, maybe. maybe not. Well, my horse here isn't leveled yet. It's still 3 levels away from max, so technically I still have time to think about it. But yeah, tomorrow there should be new ones. Unless I'm mixing up the week and it's next week, but I think it's tomorrow. Like, so many wishes suddenly low, cause like, yeah, then you're blank and you're like, what have I done? But worth it. What have I done? Yeah, I know that problem. I'm still trying to recover from my Genshin spending spree. I still blank, I think. If I remember correctly, I'm totally blank. Let me log out here though. Let me get back to that, if it will let me. Let me? You? Hello? PC? Hello? PC said no. PC said lag. There we go. Okay, I think it's back now. Also let me get something new to drink. I'll be just a second. I'll be right back, I promise. If I found my button. There we go. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, it took a little longer because I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but recently the drinking companies, I don't know, the creators of the drinks, no, technically the government, I changed it so that the lids now have to be connected to the bottle. And I don't know about anybody else, but since that changed, whenever I'm trying, or not whenever, but with some bottles, when I'm trying to close them back up, it just won't screw on. It's off somehow. And you just can't get it into the right position because since the lid is fixated to the bottle, like you can't get it high enough, like above it, like not in the right position to start with your closing. It just won't work. It is annoying, honestly, but can't do anything about it. They're like, this way less of them get lost or something. Hey, welcome back, Rajuan. I don't get it. Did people really just throw away that many bottle lids? I don't know. Sounds weird to me. And I don't think that the new system will help in any way. Everybody that still wants to get rid of it can just forcefully remove it from the bottle by pulling on it really hard, or like taking a knife or something. And then get rid of it still, like no problemo. Yeah, okay, so the system is not everywhere, which I was almost sure about that. I just don't know how big, like, of an area it is in. It's definitely all of Germany, but I'm not sure if it's like any other country that had this annoying change. But you can't imagine why it makes it hard to close the bottles now. I love the German recycling system. Anything is better than nothing, yeah. I do love the recycling system too. Like in every way. There's no way like sweating after you just ate lunch with the packaging and be like, which bin does this go into? Why does it not say on the packaging? What if I make a mistake? Oh god. I'll be shunned for life if I throw it in the wrong bin. But yeah, I really like it. Also like the thing where you like bring back your bottles. It's a really good thing. Also, it is a really satisfying thing watching the machine that like sucks them in and like pulls them in the back, like makes them small, like it. I'm always saying it eats the bottles. It kind of looks like it, and it's very satisfying to watch. If you want a good watch the machines at work taking back the bottles. It's a really good sight. Like, is there an ASMR of that somewhere? Probably. The stage up went out of season. Like crashing bottle. Wow, yeah, I think there's an ASMR video for everything that there is. Like there is like, oh, I am cooking myself an egg, listen in. I'm like, why are you not just cooking an egg yourself? Like, where's the problem? I get like very hard to, or not often done things. Because you don't want to hear the sound, even though you're not getting to do it, actually. I get that, but... things you do every day anyways? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a person to like or listen to ASMR much. Because many people say like they feel a tingly when they do that. I don't feel anything. It's just a very detailed sound and that's it. Could be interesting, but consider ASMR. And it's back there with my new microphone that can do that. Oh, it's around the corner. Never mind. It's gone. The tinglings make my ears itch. I'm not feeling any tinglings. Maybe it's just me. I think it doesn't work on anybody, right? Like some people say they get the tinglies, some don't. I'm starting to think maybe it has to do with what kind of headsets you're wearing or something. Like if your bass is like really going off on that or something. Maybe that's just my thinking. Maybe I'm having the wrong idea about that. Like maybe there's two types of ASMR though. Because some are like really nice. I enjoy some of them because they have like no background noises. You know what I want to say? If you just want the pure sound of something without like sometimes you have like videos like that, but they have like the most annoying music over them or something, so you can't probably hear the process itself. But it doesn't make any tingling with me. And then there's like people with like, oh, I'm rubbing this stone against some filth. Do you feel the tingling? And I'm like, nah, but also why would I listen to somebody rubbing a stone against filth or something like that? Huh? Why? Today is the last day you can complete a shitty daily quest in Star L. No, thank you. I'm not doing these since... Wow, must be at least a year or something. I don't know. Like forever. I just didn't do them anymore. After I got the feeling I had every single one once at least, or like twice, or how many that they were repeating, I just stopped because there weren't any new ones. Like with Genshin, for example, I like to do commissions because whenever there's a new area, there is like new mini stories that you can like find with these. But like in Star Rail, they never added new ones. It's just these old ones, I think, and that's about it. Yeah, but it's not about being finished early. Oh, also, I'm in the wrong category. just now noticing. Give me a second before people are confused. Yeah, I mean, technically with just opening treasure chests and like doing a quest or two, a normal quest, you can also get like your maximum points in Genshin, but I still like to do the commissions regardless. Since there's something new to like find. But in Sorrel, it just stopped at some point. That they just didn't have new things in. It just was the base stuff and that was it. And that's when I didn't do them anymore. I don't know, maybe they added some at one weird point, but at that point I wasn't doing them anymore, so it didn't really matter. Also, I think one of the things that would get me to do stuff like that is like getting an achievement from it. And is there achievements from the dailies? I don't think there is in Star Rail, right? I don't remember a single one. Really? No. So I have no incentive either. Because in Genshin, there are a few that give an achievement, yes, too. Not that I'm saying I don't complain about that either, because before they added the increased chance to get commissions for achievements that you do not have yet, it was basically a nightmare. Like, oh, do commissions. Oh, the same 3 as always. Like, the 4th one that would actually give you an achievement, you never pop it. Like, you don't get that one. And you only have 1 slot daily anyway, because there's like 3 non questy ones, like I don't know, do jumping puzzle, kill mobs, and then it's just like one actual questy one a day. And even then, on some, you had to do like a certain subcategory or like do it a certain number of times. But then it went on cooldown for X amount of days. I found that out at some point and was like, oh, so it's not my bad luck. It's just the system is bad. So, I think at the moment I have everything done though. So technically I could set it back to random because at the moment I have it on Natlan only. But you know how it is. Until I'll think of actually doing that, the next area will release and then... It's not me, it's the system. Yeah, exactly. Because I thought I had just super bad luck with not getting the same things like very often. But then I found out when you get that one quest, it has like a month cooldown or something until you can get it again. Really weird thing for something you get random, and then you need a specific type, a subtype of it. For example, there was that one thing where you had to like see signs of love, and for the other achievement, destroy these signs of love that you see. And I was like, okay, so this quest is never coming up, and when it comes up, I'm always seeing the same 3 kinds, but I'm missing a specific thing. I think I was missing doggos. Seeing doggos, and I was only ever getting seeing the birds, hearing the poem, seeing the cat. Like, why does the dog never spawn? And then the quest itself takes forever to spawn. But yeah, when there's a 1 month cooldown for the next try, that kind of explains it. Why it took so long. I got it eventually, though. Also, now that I know you watch this Chief, prepare for most Chief videos on Discord. I am prepared because honestly, I have him in my inbox anyway. If you upload something, I see it, and if he streams on Twitch, I see it too. You know, I'm mostly just looking into the boss because I just don't have time to. I just don't have the time to watch that much. But I'm one of the people that has so few time when I watch YouTube videos that are like super long. We're talking like the 1 hour things, not like a 10-minute compilation that is like well written, but like a stream or something thing. I'm either skipping through or I'm watching at 2 times speed, so it takes only half an hour. Sub to Sajif Daily, yes, indeed. To main channel and to daily channel. Yeah, that's what I mean if I just skip through it. I just don't have the time to watch that much Twitch. I think the most Twitch I watched last year was just letting it run in the background for drops. That's like the most. The most thing that I watched like actually was like one German streamer that I was watching with my family. We watched like together, and we watched like maybe in total 4 hours over the whole year. So it's not that much. I'm not a big it's funny, but I'm not watching Twitch a whole lot. YouTube, mostly guides or music. That's what I'm consuming. I know. I'm just not that much of a watch person. I'm more of a do person. When I watch something, it mostly needs to have purpose. Like sometimes I watch Let's Plays of things that I can't afford, so I can actually experience it. But only of stuff that's like relatively tiny in like watch time. I never watch something that's like 80 hours of like gameplay. I just can't sit through that. But like, let's say like 10-hour game done in like tiny 30-minute portions. I watch like one episode a day or something. Something like that. I do a few times a year if I find something that I like. Yeah, sorry, I'm just... Back in the day, I would have just purchased the game myself, but that's not an option anymore, so... You do what you can. And most of the time, except like 1 or 2 exceptions, I wasn't even the one like actually finding something to watch or wanting to watch something. It's somebody in my family coming up and be like, "Hey, I want to watch this. Do you want to watch with me?" You're a streamer. You're rich, right? Yeah. If you put a minus before it and make it red, yeah, many numbers. Nah, I would say I'm piss poor. Sadly enough, I wish. If I'm entitled to any enrichments, please send me a form because I want. I mean, I can tell you how much I make. I think I have my stuff here and how much I made in the whole last year. Wait, somewhere I have it. Where is it? Because I always have to make like tiny forms for that, for, you know, tax payment. And then they tell me it's so small they don't need any tax, and I'm like, okay, but I have to do it anyways. Okay, over the whole last year I made 130 bucks. But that is also sponsorships, coffee sales, which I'm selling a few models, and commission stuff. 130. Which, when you divide it, the 130 through the amount of months, that's a whole 10.83 bucks a month. Rich. Super rich. I'm like rich. Richity rich. See how rich I am. I could buy like 2.5 games from that. Now imagine if I have to buy games to stream. How much did I make actually? Minus. I made minus. Great. Yeah, it's reality of life. This is a hobby, nothing more. This is an expensive hobby, to be honest. It's weird, but it has long served its purpose, where it hasn't served it in the first place, because the purpose was for me to be more assertive and talkative in real life, and it didn't help at all. I can now talk on stream, but I still can't talk properly in real life, so... Well, that did not help. It's like you conditioned yourself to go to the toilet or something, but then when somebody puts a pet toilet in front of you, you still can't go there because you're like, nah, I know. That's how it feels like here versus IRL. Like, nope to IRL talking. I don't want to. Just not what I was trained for. I was trained for this. Oh god, I'm so weird today. I can type and talk on stream because I don't see our faces. Nor can you see me. We see each other. Yeah. But when I am like looking at a person that's talking to me and they stare towards me like too long, I get nervous and I start shaking like actual shaking. Like I had that, and once somebody like asked me like, "What's up? Are you afraid?" Well, like, what the hell is up? And I'm like, that's automatic. It's just, I don't know. I just shake. Makes me nervous. I don't know. I'm starting fiddling, and then I start like wildly shaking around, like I'm freezing, like good scary shaking. I don't know. It's not getting any better. If I have to look somebody in the eye, I'm just freezing up. It's just not working out. I just want everybody to disappear. Then I can go out for a day, and after I'm done having my share of outside, everybody can go back in. Can we make a rule? I get like 1 day in the year where all of you stay at home, and then I get out, can walk around, have a nice walk, go in the supermarket. I also pay. I just leave it at the counter. And then when I'm done with my day, I go back home, and the rest of the year, everybody else can have the world. Does that sound fair? I would totally take that deal. Like, going around, nobody there is like paradise. Whenever I go somewhere, when there's another person, I'm like, ugh, no. And the closer to me, the worse. Recently, I went to the grocery store again. And normally I park like way off, so I have like my peace. Even if I have to like walk a lot to get back to the car, you know? But since a lot of holidays were up, there were people everywhere. Like, you couldn't avoid it. It was too full. So I walked back with my groceries, and then there, right next to the car, of course, where I have to get in, stand somebody smoking, and I'm like, okay, how do we avoid this situation? I don't want to get close to them. I don't want to talk to them. But I also need to get to my freaking car. Like, why the heck are you not smoking at your car? Why at mine, by the way? Like, totally unhealthy, by the way, for me to then walk through the air that's been smoked in. But yeah, we're not talking about that factor. But like, in general, like, how dare you? That was my parking space. But yeah, gladly it didn't take too long. Good thing that people that like chain smoke are like fast with smoke and their thing. They're like, poof, gone. And therefore it didn't take too long for them to leave. I could get away in peace, finally. Other than that, I'm very happy that delivery service exists for like stuff like pizza. Because when that didn't exist yet and I had to call, that was like a, you know, like a fight inside me of which urge is stronger, like hunger or embarrassment from calling. And sometimes, you know, it took too long for the hunger urge to take over, so everybody was already close, so yeah. That's just frozen pizza it was. Good thing I always had one at home. Just in case that happens. You have an extra pizza or two at home. As an emergency food. Or ramen. Ramen also very good emergency food. That you can just simply use. Or like doing a toast with a little bit of ham and cheese and like put that in the oven, done. Emergency food. Put tomatoes under the cheese too. Yeah, something like that you always should have at home unless you're like totally unprepared. Or soup. Can always make soup. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes the urge took too long and then I had to deal with emergency food. Because the other option would have been the only thing open, usually at a late hour here, is the one McDonald's that's like a 20-minute drive away by now. Before it was like a 10-minute drive away in one direction. So you have to drive like 20 before it was like 10 over, then get the food and then drive 10 to 20 now back. Which also nice because then everything's cold by the time you're home. But I became a master of warming stuff up. That didn't deliver. Pizza's also very good warmed up. Yeah, I have one place that is now delivering here It's not much, but it's one place that delivers. There's a second one, but they have enormous prices that I can't take. They have like a little higher prices than usual, which is not too bad. But they have a minimum that you need to order for them to deliver, and the minimum is like 4 people worth of portion. And yeah, technically I could order like 4 people worth of portion and then like eat it over the 4 days, but I usually don't take delivery food or like takeout food because it's way more expensive than like just cooking myself. Too much. So having 4 of that in price definitely would explode my budget in all directions. So that is not an option. Not for me at the very least. So the only times I get to enjoy really nice things like that is on occasions where I'm inviting people over for like Halloween or whatever, Christmas. Even though on Christmas usually you don't go and ask to get like pizza. I mean, I would, but like the family is mostly like, yeah, we're eating something traditional. I'm like, okay. You live alone with my boyfriend. So just still not enough for 4 portions. That's not a lot. I don't know why it's so high. Where I lived before, it's mostly, it was 2 portions, except for like 2 places that were like, it's always, with 1 portion, it's enough. It's always free delivery unless you're just ordering a drink or something, then they wouldn't deliver at all. But here, like, 4 portions worth of money to get delivered. And we're not talking tiny portions, like full meals. You need to order 4 full meals. Technically, if you take the cheaper ones, it's 5 full meals. Or a salad plus 4 meals. So, yeah. Not too great. But I'm happy with that one option. Because that one option that only wants 2 people's worth of money, basically, they have a big diverse options to choose from. They got like pizzas to choose from. They have burger stuff. They have Indian food, and they have like Thai food. Even though I can't eat Thai food, I can't stomach it. They have like something like traditional, like, you know, some fries or stuff for people that are like picky. They have noodles too. So they have a big selection. So I just pretend that it's a different store bringing stuff each time when I want something. In the last time I ordered the Indian stuff for the first time, and I have learned that when an Indian restaurant or something that does Indian food says in brackets behind the dish anything, it doesn't matter what it is, that means it's hot as hell. No matter if it's just saying spicy, or if it's saying hot, or if it's just saying it is just a very piquant kind of dish. It's always meaning that it's super duper spicy and hot. I learned that the hard way. And when they say spicy, they mean spicy, and not like spicy when you're picking something up in the grocery store and there it says spicy, which means it's just a tiny bit peppery or maybe a little chili. They mean like actual spicy. Really spicy. Good thing I ordered a bread with it, because otherwise I think I would have had problems with it. It wasn't that bad. I'm used to spicy food, but it was just nothing that I expected, so it was like out of the blue. Because on that day specifically, I wasn't like going for specifically spicy food. But yeah, I learned. Now I know how that specific dish tastes like. Because normally I'm always ordering the same, which is a safe option. But let's be real, with time it also gets boring. So I was adventurous and I said like, I want to try that dish. Yeah, great. So that was my second time ordering from them. First time was during the Halloween thingy when family came over. We ordered, but there I had a pizza. Like, how to evaluate a new place? Try their pizza. If they butcher the pizza, don't order anything else. Then they're not capable, because pizza you can barely do wrong, I think. Like, even a bad pizza is a good pizza to eat. I think we're gonna go. Nah, not that long ago. Hard to fuck up pizza. Yeah. If a place doesn't do pizza, at least okay. It doesn't need to be the best pizza in the world. I tend to not even try the rest. Because if you're offering pizza, your pizza should at least be okay. Okay. Like, if you make the pizza super bad, like, I don't want to see you do something else. Because technically, you can just get a pre-made dough from like one of the big grocery chains that there are for like the restaurants. Put a little bit of tomato sauce in, sprinkle the ingredients on top, put it in the oven, done. If you can't do that, then I am sorry. Really don't like many things going out to eat with me. It's horrible. For me, it's kind of like in a similar position. It's most of the time one item on the pizza that I'm not liking. I like classical ingredients, you know, on a pizza. Like having mushrooms, having ham, having bell peppers. God, thinking of all the English ingredient names so hard. Things like that. But then when you go like the other things that are typically put on a pizza, I do not like. For example, olives. So when there's an olive on, I do not like it. And most of the time you're like, oh, a pizza. What does it have on? Ah, feta cheese. Oh, interesting. Bell peppers. Also like, olives. Okay. Scratch that. Next pizza. And then I read on and it's always one item on it. A duck pizza. Mandarin oranges they put on it was weird. Yeah, I don't like anything, I don't like anything sweet on like, pizza. In general. Pizza for me is a savory thing. And weirdly enough, I only like pizza when it has like a tomato sauce, on it. Like, at maximum, if it has like tomato sauce mixed with a little bit of barbecue sauce, yes. But like the ones that have like just a spinach sauce or have like a white creamy sauce, like, that's not pizza for me. I don't know. Must have tomato. Also, I like my pizzas really thin. Like, I'm not like super, oh my god, it's like 1 millimeter too high, but like, I do not like big, deep, fat pizzas. The weird pizzas get one try from me. Yeah, I know another person who likes weird pizzas. Like, what's the weirdest pizza on the menu? Always picks the weirdest pizza on the menu. Then regrets it? And then next time takes the second weirdest pizza and then like going through from the backside. Like, always the next worst thing. I don't know, maybe likes to suffer or something. Anchovy barbecue pizza. I mean, I can imagine liking that if I would like anchovies, which I do not. It kind of depends. If the things are savory, I think they work nicely together. Then I might try it. For example, I had a pizza once with little sausage pieces and potato fries on top, like French fries, whatever it's called in English. It was really good. I did like it. Couldn't eat it like a normal pizza. You had to use like your fork and your knife instead of like doing slices, because for the slices it was like a little too heavy. It would always kind of like fall off of it. But other than that, it was really nice. Yeah, the fries were really crispy. I never found a pizza like that ever again though, because the place that served it closed off, and sadly since then it's been lost to time. I did, in honor of it, make it myself though one time. It's just a little impractical because of package sizes. Because if I have to make it myself, I have to buy a whole package of fries and a whole package of sausage. And like, I don't know. Then I have to eat that over the next few days, and I'm not eating that too much, so and the fries I could keep in the freezer, so it's not that bad, but the sausages kind of like, they would turn too bad too quickly. But yeah, it was a real shame that they closed off. But what can you do? Sometimes the way it is just the way it is. In general, there's been many restaurants here that have closed up over the last few years, and about the same amount has opened. I don't know. It was more stable here before, but the last few years, it's just... Basically, you order at one place and the next day they're already closed. I don't know what's going on. Maybe business is tough recently. It's probably because this is like a very traditional and old town, and I know for a fact of a few people that do not want to eat anything but like traditional food here, which is really dumb. And tourists that come here want to eat traditional food too, and then yeah, if you're like a pizza place or an Asian food place, you might not get like the highest amount of people ordering from you. Except me, maybe. But I can't change the world alone. A lot of old people are like, nah, I won't try that thing. I don't know that. I haven't eaten that ever, so I won't try it. Not even once. Not even if a family member invites me there. I'll just refuse to go. That's literally what happened. Yeah, can't change people. People are... the older they get, the less adventurous they are, so to speak. They know their stuff and they don't want to change it. Maybe I get like that someday too. Sometimes I am like this. A tiny bit, but just to the tiniest bit. I got into a place where I know what I like, but only if you say, okay, this one thing, okay, and I say I don't like it because I have tried it and I didn't like it. But if there's something that I never tried before in any sort of capacity, then I definitely would be like, okay, how do I know I don't like it if I haven't tried it? I need to want the change. As you get older, the less you want to. She hates trying new stuff. Now she loves sushi, and now you are tasked to bring sushi every time. And sushi, I didn't know about you, but here sushi is hella expensive. Sometimes it's all just in the head too. I have a family member that said they do not like cheese sauces of any kind. They just hate them. They only like their traditional gravy sauces to everything. Like... nothing but gravy on stuff. Okay? And I was like, interesting. So one time, nah, I'm definitely not malicious. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I made a cheese sauce. And I may have put in... I usually use a little bit of soy sauce in the base of the cheese sauce. So it tastes a little bit more intense. Just a tiny bit of soy sauce. Not much. Yeah, in this cheese sauce, it's just to intensify the flavor of the cheese. Yeah? And I did... This time, I changed up. Instead of using like normal soy sauce, I used the dark soy sauce. Like the really, really, really dark one. Yeah? It didn't really change the flavor much. Because I tasted, like, during cooking. It tasted exactly the same as the cheese sauce normally tastes. Like, exactly to the point the same. Very proud of my cooking skills, by the way. But it was not brown. Because the dark black of the soy sauce had completely colored the cheese sauce brown. So when said person came down to come over, I expected them to not want to try. But they wanted to try, see what we were having. So they tried. And I was expecting like, oh, that's cheese sauce, you tricked me, ha ha ha. But it came differently. Because this one I was like, good sauce. You must give me the recipe, so good. And I like, okay, so you didn't actually not like cheese sauce, you just didn't want it because you think you didn't like it. Like, it's okay for me if somebody says they don't like something because they tried and they're like, nah, I don't like it. But like, you didn't even try. That tells me you didn't even try the dish before, ever. And you were just like, eeny, meeny, miny, moo, I hate you. And then you pick that dish. Like, that is just nothing that I can kind of relate to. So yeah, I never told them though that that was cheese sauce. I wanted to leave the world intact because I'm not a mad demon. I was just like, curious. Note down my findings. It's definitely was a color thing, like in the head. Like they were like, no, the only way sauce exists is this one because that's what I ate since I was a kid. Nothing else is a sauce. Kind of like a, I don't know, childhood soothed into the brain mental thing. But yeah. It's mental, it's making me mental, yeah. But you can't get these people to try something if they don't want to. And if they know it's something, when they try, even if it's good, they'll say, yeah, I don't like it because it's this and this. Unless they don't know it's that, then they rate it neutral, you know? It's really funny. But yeah, I'm blabbering too much. It's already so late. And my voice is giving up. I don't know if you're hearing, but my voice is saying bye buddies. Funny. Yeah, funny, sad kind of funny. Funny quotation, not the funny kind of funny. The sad kind of funny. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. It's ironic. Ironic, I think, is better. It's ironic how the world is sometimes. My bad, sorry. Okay, yeah. I think I'm calling it quits for today. My voice is giving out. There's no point. I would want it, but we can't have it. It's always gonna be this way. Only thing we can do is like accept it for the way it is. Yeah, I hope so too. I am very proud of myself that I managed to stream despite being absolutely out of it, totally down, and then my PC said like, ha, and now we give you a technical problem too, and I was like, I just made the mental step to say yes to the stream today, and now you do that to me. No, sir. I went to fix it, but yeah. Okay. I stopped blabbering now. I thank you all for being here today. It was a nice stream. I hope I didn't bring too many people down with my yapping. I hope it stops until Thursday, but I can't promise anything. It's a very depressing situation in real life. Don't want to go into it too much on stream, but yeah, it's not easy currently. So, I thank you all for being here today, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye!